India's longest ropeway over Brahmaputra connecting Guwahati and North Guwahati inaugurated. Journey to take 7 to 8 minutes. Economic package under Atmanirbhar Bharat program is a major boost for industries in the state, says Assam government. COVID infections on the rise in northeast, including Assam. Across India, recovery rate crosses 75%. Government activates Aadhaar authentication for new GST registration, process to take 3 working days. And Football Academy launched in Bangalore with an aim to raise standard of women football. Good evening and welcome to the Northeast News. This is Joshna Borwa with the news in detail. In news from Assam first, the longest river ropeway of the country was inaugurated today, connecting Guwahati and North Guwahati. Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma and Guwahati Development Department Minister Siddhartha Bhattacharya inaugurated the 1.8-kilometer long ropeway service. The ropeway has been operated from Kachari Ghat in Guwahati to Dol Gobindo Temple in North Guwahati. It has been built as per state-of-the-art technology following relevant norms. The ropeway service will reduce the travel time between Guwahati and North Guwahati as well as boost the tourism sector. The distance is to be covered in 7 to 8 minutes. Due to COVID-19 guidelines, only 15 passengers will be carried one time as of now, which is half the normal capacity. The ropeway service will provide opportunities to see the landscapes of the Guwahati city, mighty Brahmaputra and the Umananda temple on Peacock Island, among others. In more news from Assam, Commerce and Industries Minister Chandra Mohan Patwari today said the economic package provided under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan is a major booster for the micro, small and medium enterprises of the state. Taking part in an interaction program of Chief Minister with the beneficiaries of Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan at Administrative Staff College, Khanapara, Guwahati, Patwari said it will help the MSMEs to compensate the loss incurred during pandemic and accelerate growth in the coming days. Industries in Assam contribute 39% to the state GDP and provide direct employment to approximately 4 lakh people and indirect employment to around 20 lakh people. He informed that Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal had held a meeting with the bankers and financial institutions and urged them to devise a standard operating plan to maximize credit flow to MSMEs and other stressed sectors. In national news, the Congress Working Committee CWC meeting is presently underway in the national capital. The meet holds high significance amidst recent leadership issues within the party. Congress General Secretary K.C. Venugopal has informed that the members will also discuss the current political situation in the country. The party chief Sonia Gandhi has asked the CWC to begin deliberations to set in place the process to replace her as the interim president of the party. The meeting is being attended by senior CWC members including Dr. Manmohan Singh, Ashok Gehlot, Captain Amrinder Singh, Bhupesh Singh Baghela, P. Chidambaram, A.K. Anthony and Priyanka Gandhi, among others. In Meghalaya, Education Minister Lakmen Rimbu has said the National Recruitment Agency (NRA) will conduct the common eligibility test for recruitment to non-gazetted posts in government and public sector banks. He welcomed the decision and said language will not be a barrier as the youth from the state are competent enough to appear in English, Hindi and few other languages as well. Khasi and Garo languages are yet to be included in the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution. The minister said there are 28 languages, but the union government choose only 12, and taking this into consideration, it is a fair deal. So it will be wrong to say the NRA will be a setback for the youth of Meghalaya.
Of only digital language, I didn't see that, because as said before, we have culture to appear in English as of now. I don't know in the future.
The number of corona positive patients in Arunachal Pradesh rose to 3,263, among whom 2,297 people have recovered and 5 people have lost their lives. In Manipur, the number rose to 5,246, of whom 3,616 have recovered and 22 have fallen to the disease. In Meghalaya, the number rose to 1,976, of whom 789 have recovered. Mizoram counted a total of 918 corona positive cases, among whom 459 have recovered. Nagaland counted a total number of 3,686 with 2,294 recoveries, whereas 1,403 people were positive in Sikkim with 871 recoveries. In Tripura, 8,902 people were found positive with 6,341 recoveries. In Assam, Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma in a tweet said the total number of active COVID-19 patients in the state now stands at 22,854, whereas 67,641 patients have been discharged so far. In the last 24 hours, of 18,435 tested samples, 1,272 samples were positive. The positivity rate has reached 6.89%. The death toll has gone up to 242. The Union Government today said the country's recovery rate among the COVID-19 patients has reached 75.27%. In all, 57,469 COVID patients recovered during the last 24 hours. The Health Ministry said the total number of recoveries has reached over 23,38,000. It said the recoveries of COVID-19 patients in the country are more than 3 times the active cases. A single-day spike of 61,408 cases took India's coronavirus caseload to 31,10,761. The death toll climbed to 57,715 with 836 fatalities being reported in a span of 24 hours. There are 7,10,771 active cases of coronavirus infection in the country, which comprises 22.88% of the total caseload. The Health Ministry said this has also resulted in a gradually falling mortality rate in the country. Currently, India's case fatality rate is at 1.85%, which is one of the lowest globally. The novel coronavirus has affected 2,36,05,691 people across the globe till date. The death toll rose to 8,12,758 and 1,60,96,830 people have recovered till date. USA counted a total case of 58,74,295. Brazil followed next with a total of 36,05,783 COVID-19 cases, and Russia had 9,61,493 cases. The Union Government has activated Aadhaar authentication for new goods and services tax (GST) registration to enhance ease of doing business. For those opting for Aadhaar authentication, the new GST registration will be issued within 3 working days and will not need to wait for physical verification. However, those not opting for Aadhaar authentication will be granted only after physical verification of the place, which may take up to 21 working days or more. Government said Aadhaar authentication for new registration will substantially enhance ease of doing businesses for genuine businesses. It said the move will facilitate genuine and honest taxpayers, while at the same time keeping the fake and fraudulent entities away from GST. In Meghalaya, Drug Inspector B.C. Kharsintyo, along with the staff and members of the Hentrip Youth Council Umdang Area Unit, conducted an inspection at Sahilang Market in West Khasi Hills District. It was alleged by the Hentrip Youth Council that pharmacies were running illegally without proper documents. The drug inspector instructed all the 3 pharmacies to shut down. In sports news, the Rebels Football Club Bangalore has set up a football academy in the city with an objective to raise the standard of women football. It is a residential academy. The club feels that the standard of football in general in the country is poor, to say the least. Standard of women football is poorer. Yet in 2019, Indian women caught global attention by winning the South Asian Federation Cup, triggering expectations that they can perform better if provided better training and state-of-the-art facilities. These are the factors that prompted the club to establish the academy. The players of Chennai Super Kings, led by Mahendra Singh Dhoni, left for Dubai on Sunday to take part in the IPL T20 cricket matches. The team's 16 players, coaches and its managing officials, totaling 51 people, reached the United Arab Emirates from Chennai by special aircraft. The players were in Chennai since the 14th of this month and were undergoing a training session at the M.A. Chidambaram Stadium in preparation of the shorter version of the game. They were tested for COVID-19 and are certified free from the infection. In the UAE also, they are expected to be tested periodically. As the stadiums in India are currently out of bounds due to the pandemic, the IPL matches have been shifted to the UAE. The league matches are scheduled to begin on September 19 and the finals will be played on November 10. The matches will be held in Dubai, Abu Dhabi and Sharjah. To end the news, the main points once again. India's longest ropeway over Brahmaputra connecting Guwahati and North Guwahati inaugurated, journey to take 7 to 8 minutes. Economic package under Atmanirbhar Bharat program is a major boost for industries and states, says Assam government. COVID infections on the rise in northeast, including Assam. Across India, recovery rate crosses 75%. Government activates Aadhaar authentication for new GST registration, process to take 3 working days. And Football Academy launched in Bangalore with an aim to raise standard of women football. And that's all in this bulletin. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.